The situation with Diddy has gotten a lot more serious. It's not just rumors anymore. There's real proof that is pretty disturbing. You might have heard a short audio clip online. People say it's Meek Mill and Diddy in a private moment. But that's just the start. According to people in the government, the FBI has a lot more than just that one clip. They have hours of video from Diddy's famous private parties. The things on these videos are said to be very graphic, emotional, and could get people in serious trouble. The reports say that some very famous rappers were even seen crying after whatever happened at these parties was over. This is bigger than just celebrity gossip now. These videos are going to be used as evidence in court against Diddy, and all the secrets are going to come out. So, which rappers are we talking about? Who did Diddy use and make cry? It all starts with that leaked audio everyone is talking about. A man who used to work as a security guard for Diddy says he recorded it at one of those parties.
You personally, you think they got tapes?
Well, my personal opinion that if Lil Rob could be trusted and his statement are true, they got him. They got tapes and stuff.
Now, if Diddy had tapes, the feds have them. That's a lot of blackmail.
The security guard says this wasn't a one-time thing. He claims there are more videos of other famous musicians in similar situations. He says these videos were recorded without the artist knowing. Now the FBI has these videos, and they are using them for their big investigation into Diddy. This is where things get really interesting. It seems like one of the very first videos they have might be one of the singer Usher.
Lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
A lot of people don't remember this, but Usher actually lived in Diddy's house when he was only 13 years old. Diddy was supposed to be his mentor. But people who know the music industry say that this living situation turned bad. The story goes that Usher had to be taken to the hospital after a night he spent at Diddy's mansion.
Mind me asking, because I know the topic is sensitive. What happened to Usher?
Kid to the hospital. How you send him to the hospital? Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard, and that's what happened. So, and just to hear this, and this new thing where they saying that they got kids coming forward and said that he did that, man, that's crazy.
Years later, Usher talked about this time in an interview. He was very careful with his words and didn't give many details. He only said that Diddy showed him a different side of the music business. He said Diddy exposed him to things he was too young to understand. At the time, people might not have thought much about it. But now, with everything we know, his old words seem to have a much darker and more serious meaning.
Have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
What
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
A music producer who knew both of them back then said that Usher seemed like a different person after his hospital stay. He became much quieter and had a harder time trusting people. If you pay attention, you'll notice that Usher almost never talks about that time in his life now. If someone brings it up, he quickly tries to talk about something else. But Usher isn't the only one. The FBI is also said to have a video that includes another rapper, YK Osiris. His strange behavior made a lot of people wonder about his connection to Diddy. The timing of events is very important here. Back in early 2021, YK Osiris said he had no money and had to sell all of his expensive cars. But then, just a few weeks later, he was suddenly on vacation at a fancy resort in Jamaica. And it just so happened that Diddy was staying at that exact same resort.
Yeah, for sure, man. I went broke so goddamn quick, man. Like, back then, oh my, like 3 years, like 2.5, not 3 years ago, when Worthy came out, man, I blew that money so goddamn fast, man.
What did you buy?
Shit. I gave my mama like $250, and then by the time you know it, taxes.
Exactly.
I said, because I ain't know, like, the taxes come out now, they come out during that year. By the time you know my account said, this how much you owe? I said, shit.
How much did you owe?
I think I was like 190 or something.
190,000?
Yeah, something like that. But it was crazy. The money went so quick, bruh. It like when you don't have it, it's like when you get it, your mindset changed so many things. Like you start buying so much things.
When YK Osiris was on a popular radio show and they asked him directly about his relationship with Diddy, his reaction was very telling. He didn't say no or explain anything. Instead, he just turned red, smiled, and laughed nervously the whole time they were talking about it.
Have you ever met Diddy?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he ask you to party?
Yeah.
Party?
Man.
Don't maybe put his fantasies on you.
Bad tonight.
Man. Every time I went with Diddy, that man's the vibe. That must be Diddy bopping. I be trying to know how to Diddy bop. That man fight.
Now, the FBI is looking through hours of video they found. People say there is one video in particular that might explain why YK Osiris started acting so differently. It could show what really happened on those private trips. If the things on that tape are even a little bit as bad as some people say, then this whole problem is just beginning. Diddy might not be the only one who gets in serious trouble. We also can't forget about Aaron Carter. He had a lot of problems with drugs and his mental health before he died. People who knew him said that when he was young, he went to several music industry parties that really upset him and messed him up.
I get back to the Sheraton Hotel at Universal over here. There's 4 FBI agents waiting for me in the hotel room. And my mom's there and she's like, tell them what happened. And I'm like, what do you mean tell them what happened? And I sit down with them and they all ask these super sexually exploiting, questions. Back-sided questions, and I knew that at my age already. And I looked at all 4 of them and I said, are y'all crazy? I said, what you think I'm gonna do? Tell you that Michael did something bad so that we can sue him for money? That's what I told him. I was like, you're crazy. And I looked over at my mom and I was like, are you serious, Mom? I was like, what is going on here? Why are you letting this happen? And she goes, well, I think something happened, I think something. I'm like, really? That man did nothing but be hospitable, kind, loving, giving, everything you could think of.
A man who used to be Aaron Carter's manager said that when Aaron was a teenager, he was brought into social groups that he was too young to handle. In the months before he died, Aaron had started to talk about some very bad experiences he had at parties in Hollywood. He said these events were traumatic, but he never specifically said that Diddy was involved.
Only bad thing about a start is they burn up, say turn up, say turn up.
Do you regret ever getting involved?
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was about 15 years old. Because when I did MTV Cribs, the day that I had to go show off that house, my mom and my dad told me, we're getting a divorce, but you still have to go do this. I had to go show off all the stuff my whole life that was going to be taken away from me.
Now let's talk about Burna Boy, which is a surprising name that has come up in all this. In 2020, Diddy suddenly started working very closely with him. Diddy helped produce Burna Boy's album, even though the two had never worked together before. At that time, they were always together and posting pictures on social media. This made a lot of people online start rumors and ask questions about their friendship. Some people even posted strange pictures that they said were fake. On the outside, it just looked like a normal music partnership. But people in the music business thought it was weird how quickly they became friends and how they stopped working together right after the album was done. Then there is Orlando Brown. He is the only person who has been brave enough to come out and say exactly what Diddy did to him.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash koosmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the smoosmash. Diddy, Yeah, Shine. Gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he gonna get it.
Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
You can take the but he wants you.
In a few different interviews, Orlando Brown has been very clear. He has said that Diddy forced him to do things with several other rappers, including some who are very famous. Some people who have worked in the music business for a long time don't think Orlando is crazy. Instead, they believe he might be acting strange on purpose. They think it's a way to protect himself. As one music reporter explained, Orlando knows exactly what he's doing. By acting crazy, he can say the truth out loud, and no one will take him seriously enough to hurt him. In that world, it's just a way to stay safe.
There we go.
And I definitely don't sit with people who make child porn films.
It's not our fault that Justin Bieber got by Diddy.
It's not our fault that Usher didn't want to get fucked by Diddy anymore.
It
is not our fault that Usher didn't want to get fucked by Diddy anymore.
Yo, son, the wanted to be rich, son.
Listen to me. He turned Justin Bieber into a pocket pussy. The fuck?
To be rich,
They put the
son.
baby on. No, I put the coke in your car. Yeah. I put the coke in your car. That Bieber is wrong. Didn't walk away.
That being said.
I put the coke in your car.
Another singer named Briar Gray is also part of these stories. He was on the TV show Empire. People who know about the situation say that Briar's music career changed a lot after he went to some music industry parties. A reporter named Jaguar Wright said that Will Smith was the one who introduced Briar to Diddy. We don't know exactly what happened, but the timing matches up with Briar's career suddenly going downhill.
As far as Will Smith is concerned, until he does right by all of those children that were harmed and corrupted while in his care, children that grew up to be men, boys like Bashir Gray, August Alsina, your own son.
After his show Empire ended, Briar Gray's career suddenly stopped for no clear reason. Then he had a very strange arrest where a SWAT team was called, and people started saying he had mental health problems. People in the music business completely stopped talking to him. The really scary thing about all these stories is that they connect to warnings we've heard for years. The comedian Cat Williams has been talking about the bad things Diddy does for over 10 years. In interviews, Cat said he turned down millions of dollars to keep his self-respect, saying he refused creepy offers from powerful people in the industry. These aren't just rumors anymore. A man named Joseph Manzaro has filed a lawsuit. In it, he says he was drugged and taken to one of Diddy's parties against his will through a secret underground tunnel. The lawsuit even names very famous actors and singers who were supposedly there. We know that Diddy's lawyers have tried very hard to get the case dismissed, but the judge said no. The judge said the evidence is strong enough that the case needs to be investigated. The big rumor going around is that these FBI tapes aren't just for investigating Diddy. They might also be used against every other famous artist who was involved. This could be why so many people in the music industry are staying quiet. They might be scared of what's on those tapes. As one person online said, "This situation with Diddy is serious. He's been doing this for years. Now that they've caught him, a lot of your favorite celebrities are going to get called out too." Another person who knows the industry said, "The famous names we find out about are going to shock you. This case is getting bigger, and it involves a lot of people. What do you think about all this? Could these tapes get more people in trouble than just Diddy? Are we finally seeing the dark side of the music business?" Remember, the music industry isn't just about talent. It's also about who has the power. And when people have too much power without anyone stopping them, it often leads to them hurting others. Stay aware.